Most people think self-transformation means becoming someone new. New habits, new mindset, new personality. But psychology tells a very different story. You don't transform by adding something. You transform by interrupting what you repeat. Right now, the person you call me is not a fixed identity. It's a pattern, and patterns can change. Here's something most people don't realize. Your brain doesn't stop changing after childhood. In fact, it never stops changing. You're born with roughly the same number of brain cells you'll have for life. But what actually changes isn't the cells, it's the connections between them. Every thought you repeat, every emotion you rehearse, every reaction you default to strengthens certain neural pathways. That's why change feels hard. You're not fighting laziness, you're fighting reinforced wiring. This explains something deeply personal. Why you know what to do but don't do it. Why you promise yourself you'll change, then fall back into the same habits. Your brain is efficient. It prefers familiar over healthy, predictable over better. So when you say, "I'm just like this, I've always been this way," that's not truth, that's conditioning. Psychology shows the self isn't one solid thing. It's built moment by moment. Every half second, your brain perceives something, reacts emotionally, evaluates it, then labels it as me. Do this enough times and a personality appears. But here's the key. If the self is built in moments, it can be rebuilt in moments. Think about anger. Most people say, "That's just my temper." But anger isn't a personality trait. It's a learned loop, a trigger, a bodily sensation, a thought, an action. Repeat it long enough and the brain memorizes it. The same is true for anxiety, overthinking, people-pleasing, self-sabotage. None of these are who you are. They're habits the brain learned to protect you. Real transformation doesn't start with discipline. It starts with awareness. Awareness is the moment you notice, "I'm thinking again. I'm spiraling again. I'm reacting automatically." That pause, even 1 second, creates space, and space breaks patterns. Psychologists call this meta-awareness, the ability to observe your mind instead of being trapped inside it. This isn't spiritual talk, it's biological. Studies show that when people practice mindful awareness, brain regions linked to attention and emotional regulation grow stronger. Regions linked to rumination and overthinking grow quieter. Translation? You don't stop having thoughts, you stop being controlled by them. You feel anger without becoming anger. You feel fear without obeying fear. That's power. Most people wait to change after they feel ready, but readiness is a myth. The brain changes after action, not before it. You don't calm your mind and then live differently. You live differently and the mind follows. Small actions, repeated gently, without drama. That's how identity shifts. Self-transformation isn't becoming confident, it's interrupting self-doubt. It's not becoming disciplined, it's showing up even when motivation is gone. It's not killing your old self, it's understanding why that version existed and no longer letting it run the system. Every thought you repeat is shaping who you become next. So the real question isn't, "Who do I want to be?" It's, "What mental habits am I feeding today?" Because your future self is being built right now.